Oh my god.
It's like,
Yeah,
it's pretty.
it's very pretty. It's smooth, it's stylistic, it's flashy,
Yeah,
it's good.
it's good shit.
Um, oh wow. Okay. So developed its Kill la Kill back in 2013 and March 2014. So apparently for Little Witch Academia, did they do that as well? They
Yes, they
did.
did. That is totally
So
Trigger. I forgot about that.
yeah, that's all Trigger. They even had references in BNA. Like the main characters were had animal versions in the crowd as background characters.
Yeah.
But Trigger does really well. Apparently, with this, Trigger launched a Kickstarter project in order to fund a second episode of Little Witch Academia, and the project was well received and achieved its goal of $150,000 in under 5 hours. But guess how much they went on to raise total?
How much?
$625,518, and their goal was
Jeez.
only 150.
You see, that's just showing how much Trigger is like really fucking good, and that's why I like him. That's why I like him.
And apparently, they have a Patreon. They have a Patreon?
Weird.
In 2018, Studio Trigger created a Patreon with the goal of acquiring necessary funding for projects and merchandise. They offer both a US $1 and a US $5 option for patrons and currently have over 2,000 backers on the platform, raising over $6,000 per month. And they have a new series in the works right now called SSSS Dynazon.
I still want a BNA season 2.
Dynazenon.
I want another. I want
Dynazenon.
another villain of the week anime like that.
Oh, they're doing what is it? An original net animation called Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Wait a
Yeah, they're doing the 2077 official tie-in anime.
It's
That's right.
to be released on Netflix sometime in
I
2022.
completely forgot that they're doing Edge Runners.
They did premiere back in 2019. Little Witch Academia and Little Witch Academia: The Enchanted Parade. Darling in the Franks.
Yes.
Oh shoot! And they also did the the Project Xzone opening animation for the first game. I remember that Project Xzone had a really good opening animation.
I liked Xzone
Very
too,
stylistic.
because it had Felicia in it. I only really played the first Xzone demo because it had Jill and Chris from Revelations. Because that's when Revelations was like exclusively on the 3DS.
What else did they do?
Remember when Revelations was exclusively on the 3DS?
Uh, yeah, no, I remember because I remember watching Chase play it, and he mentioned the bookshelf zombie startling him.
It's
You remember bookshelf
yeah,
zombie?
it's funny. It's a good game, Revelations. I played it like I think I played and beat it twice on the 3DS. I still need to beat Hell mode, which I don't think I've unlocked yet in the PC version.
I think I played through because I remember borrowing it from work when I worked at GameStop.
Well, I borrowed it from my
So I only
friend.
had yeah, but I only had 7 days to play it, and how far did I get? I remember I was in a mansion. I think, or some sort of building.
Oh, you were in the
Or no, it was on the
were
it was
you
on
in
the
like the
boat.
last level, the Queen Semiramis or something?
I, I don't remember. I don't think I ever beat it. Maybe.
We gotta
but
play that.
or maybe
Like
maybe I did.
once we finish some of our longer term games, like because I know we already have like so much planned. Because after we're finished with this and Sonic Adventure is Crash to Insanity and fucking Star Fox Adventures. But we'll have to fucking do something with Revelations. Because Revelations is such a good fucking series. And it's so underrated because at the time everyone was like, oh yeah, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6. This looks so good. Oh man,
No,
Resident
no,
Evil
no, no,
5.
no.
Or
No. Forget Resident Evil 5. The only redeeming quality, the only redeeming factor of that game is Chris punching the boulder at the end of the game. That is it. I hate Resident Evil 5 with a passion.
do you really
Sorry, excuse me,
not
I had to
like
get that out.
Resident Evil 5?
I really don't like it. No, okay. I'm not a fan of the partner mechanics. And by partner
Really?
mechanics, I'm talking
When no
I'm
one
talking
fucking listens
Resident
to
Evil
you.
0. Exactly. And it's just it's another thing that I have to pay attention to. Like I already have so much on my plate with Resident Evil being, it's horror survival game, but freaking Resident Evil 4 with the thing where you have to take care of the president's daughter, and it's like, oh, make sure that she doesn't get kidnapped by the cultists. It's like, oh no. Resident Evil 0, where you have to go back and forth between freaking Shirley and Billy, I think was what his name was. Billy Cohen.
I don't fucking remember.
But
I don't think I've ever played 0. I've played 2. The original 2.
I tried playing 0, and it's I don't know. I got to a point where I got
It didn't
frustrated.
age well, huh?
It's not that it didn't age well. It aged perfectly fine. It was basically Resident Evil 1, but with a partner mechanic.
Yeah.
And
That's the last dark gem in this area, by the way. So I'm done here.
Nice. The main problem that I have with Resident Evil 0 is that it doesn't have item boxes. Because Resident Evil 1 had item boxes. So it's like you don't have to drop your inventory on the floor. There were some things it was fine, but you could put stuff in a box and that would be fine. But with Resident Evil 0 with no item boxes, if you were carrying stuff and your pockets were full, you had to drop everything you had on the floor or run back to your safe room and drop it on the floor. Because I remember there was this main hall at the beginning of the mansion or whatever that you're in with a save point, and I would just dump all my items on the floor there. Like I'd dump my gas can, I'd dump my ink ribbons, I'd dump my shotgun there, and every time I would have to go back to that single room, even if I was across the map, if I forgot something that I needed. And then you'd have to transfer stuff in between Shirley and Billy. It's not fun. I just want my item boxes so it's convenient.
Yeah, that seems like it's irritating.
What they did when they went from Resident Evil 1 to Resident Evil 0 is that they took away a convenience and gave me a responsibility. It's not fair.
Fuck responsibility, man.
Oh, and another thing! Freaking... I'm sorry, I'm very passionate about this.
I know.
But where in the first game, Chris, you can choose between either Chris or Jill. Both of them can mix medicine, right? They can mix herbs, red, blue, green, whatever. So in Resident Evil 0, you have a mixing kit, okay? And you need to be holding the mixing kit and then whatever herbs that you have in order to mix herbs. But not only this, but Billy cannot mix herbs. Billy's dumb caveman brain cannot mix green herb with red herb to make super herb. He needs his babysitter Shirley to mix the herbs for him so that he can then snort them up his nose like cocaine. So if
have
Billy is all the way across the map and Shirley is all the way across the map and Billy's about to die, Billy doesn't have Shirley to hold his hand and mix his cocaine.
you have so much vitriol for that fucking game.
Listen, when it comes to Resident Evil games that I've played,
Resident Evil.
it says him. There are things I like. There are things I like. And there's things I don't like. Things I like. Resident Evil 0. I mean, wrong. Resident Evil 1. Good. Resident Evil 4. Any part that doesn't include the president's daughter. Whatever her name was. Ashley. There. See, that's how much I hate her. I don't even remember her name. Because every moment you're with Ashley, she's like, Leon! Leon! Help me, Leon! Fucking Leon! Exactly. Like, I am... You know that one picture where they're riding off on the...
Yeah, that,
boat or
that
whatever?
Jason and Kate fucking remade.
Exactly. I'm freaking Leon in that scenario. I do not care for Ashley at all. Exactly.